Hi everybody, Brett back altitude scale modeling with another Sprue review. This time we are looking at the Meng 1/32 scale ME-163 Komet rocket powered interceptor. This is a build that I'm going to do with John Alec since he gets his kit in. It looks like it's going to be a very nice build. There's a little bit about the aircraft right there. A little bit about the kit, paint call outs, AK paints. You can do a captured version, as you can see right there. There's some QR codes to give you some more information. And looks like it's not a toy. 1/32 scale. It's got weapon system included, cockpit interior, rocket engine provided, ammo box. So, this kit here, let's get over the bench and look at some plastic. Ooh, wobbly. So here we are with this ME-163B Komet. Let's get it open and take a look at it. 32nd scale. I have reviewed the, I can't think of who it is. They do a beautiful 48 scale one. And I can't think of who it is right now. I've done a video on it though, and when I post this, I'll put a link down to it. All right, get the plastic off. Beautiful box art, as I said. Ooh, precision presentation of cockpit interiors. All right. We got separate bags, 6 plastic, 1 clear, instructions, and decals. So, let's start with the top one, which is the fuselage. Stapled bags. What I need to do is just get a staple remover. Since more and more companies are stapling bags. All right, there you go. Beautiful plastic, Meng plastic. Nice raised and recessed rivet detail. 2 sides, tail separate so you can expose the engine. Canopy framing, ailerons. Show you detail inside. See some framing where the engine's going to go. Not much in the cockpit area. See about the size of it in 32nd scale. It's not a very big aircraft. All right, looks like we've got us some ammunition, some parts of the wing, some flaps, engine covers, elevator sections. Not sure what these are. This didn't really have landing gear. It had a skid and it had wheels that ejected on takeoff, which are included in the kit. Nice that there's no ejector pin marks inside these panels. There are inside these panels. So we're looking good so far. Again, very nice Meng plastic, as usual with Meng. This one has part of the rocket motor. Some side panels, more parts of the motor, tiny little hoses and wiring, so be careful. I mean, look how tiny and narrow that is. Don't want to break that off. Bulkheads. Shows the floor where the engine goes. Ejector pin marks inside of these, plus those big push pins, if that's what they're called. Some nice detailing on the bulkhead. All right, you've got your instrument panel, another one without detail, so you can use photo etch or 3D parts, cockpit tub. I believe these are part of the machine gun or cannons. Side panels, it looks like, for the cockpit. Could be wrong. Rudder pedals. Again, some very small detailed parts. Some slide molding so the barrels or the guns are open. Nice touch. Slide molding there for this part. And again, details, good details. Cannons and machine guns. And these parts appear to be that rubber kind of sprue. So I'm not going to put this back in the bag since John and I are going to build it. No, this is just black plastic. There's the skid, slide molded for excellent detail all around. A couple of ejector pin marks inside of it though. This looks like all the landing gear parts. Nicely done. Nicely molded them in black. I don't know why, because you're going to paint it. I don't remember the skid being black in any of the videos I've seen of this that were in color. But I could be wrong. And finally, last sprue is the wings. And of course, this one isn't stapled, it's sealed. There's your wings, which are huge in comparison to the actual fuselage. Again, access panel detail, some raised and recessed rivet detail, top and bottom, speed brake opens. So your speed brakes, your flaps, your ailerons, your leading edge slats, which I called the other ones ailerons earlier. Leading edge slats. Nothing under here because I don't have any landing gear under there. So there's your nice big wing detail. See, in 30-second scale, it's almost the same wingspan as a normal prop-driven fighter jet from the era. Got your rubber tires and some grommets. Squeezy. Got your clear parts. Thankfully, they didn't put staples in the clear part bag. They are covered with protective plastic on both sides, but you can see they are gorgeously done clear parts, as Meng is known for. Your side windows, gun sight, your canopy. Put that right back in the bag. It's perfect now. Let's keep it that way. Decals and photo etch. This does have staples. Don't want to leave these in since I'm pulling the decals out. Meng decals made in China. They've always gone down well. Not overly glossy. Got all your stencil data, your instrument dials, tail markings, captured markings. Looking good. Here, looks like we have flaps, control surface area anyway, seat belts, and some other tiny parts. And then this looks like the bezels for the instrument panel. Nice touch. And finally, we have painting guide for the captured version, Eric Brown RAF 1945. I like the scheme. Color callouts. So it's got Mr. Hobby accretion and AK model color, but it also lists the colors. This side has got your standard splinter cam camouflage and your red one. I didn't know there was a red one. Pied by Major Wolfgang Spott, 1944. This other one, this one is early 1945, so maybe this is the test one. Doesn't say. So yeah, you can do a nice red one. 3 schemes, looking good. Finally, instructions. Lots of stuff here in Chinese. Here's the translation in English, if you want to read it. More different languages. And then introduction to related persons, person who designed it, Martin Lippisch. Test pilot, who flew the red one. And your basic modeling warnings and tools and everything else. 3 options, A, B, and C, so I guess there's variations depending on which one you're going to do, so maybe you want to walk through here and mark which is which. Starting with the cockpit, of course. Working on the instrument panel, putting on the photo etch, then putting the decals in. Working on the rocket engine turbine assembly, and the rocket engine assembly, hoses. It's telling you which colors to use. Go along with that color guide. I think it was just the one that's, let's see if there's one in here real quick. Nope, you'll have to use the color call out that's on this sheet right here. Fuel tank assembly. Attaching all the interior parts. Fuselage assembly. Skid assembly. So like I said, the wheels ejected after it fell off. I'm not sure which. After takeoff, and you just left with the skid to land on. So you skid retracted or extended. Same with having the wheels on it. Ammunition box. Attaching the interior parts of the fuselage again for the engine housing. There you go. It's got the skid part on it. Your guns, cannons, wings with the cannons, speed brakes, attaching the wings to the fuselage, canopy, mirrors in the canopy, hinges, tail wheel assembly, put your tail together. Either have it on a stand or have it attached to the aircraft. And then there's also a stand for the engine and a sprue mat. That's it. That's the Meng 132nd Me-163B Komet from Meng, as I said. Good looking kit. Haven't built one of these since I was a kid, and I think it was the old Testers one that I built a long time ago. A long time since I was a kid. So anyway, if it looks good to you, John and I are going to build this together, as I said, later in the year. So buy yourself one and join us. Until then, sit your ass to the bench, build a model, enjoy your hobby, and bye for now.